young, unsuspecting clones. Little do they know, I control them. The greatest minds the world has ever known. For what is more powerful than a high school principal?
Dr. Scudworth, sorry to disturb you, but there's growing concern among the secret board of shadowy figures that you may be completely insane.
Blasphemy!
Yeah, well, you do have a robot butler named Mr. Butlatron.
Anyone for stones?
Why, creating a mechanical British servant is no more eccentric than the tie you're wearing.
Morty Wesley.
He calls everyone Wesley. Don't know why.
Yeah, that's fascinating, but we're paying you to monitor these clones as closely as possible, so if you want to keep your job, you can either write a report proving you know what it's like to be a student at Clone High,
I'll do no such thing.
or I'm to kill you.
I'll title it, What It's Like to Be a Teenage Clone, a Rope of Sand.
Good title, it draws the reader in without giving too much away. Wesley.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Brony Show. This time, episode 411, giving you the 411 of this time. We're giving you not exactly exclusive. I'm sure he'll do interviews with a lot of people, but in this case, we got Mibevan of Mystery Brony Theater 4000 that is going to be joining us here in just a few minutes. Really quick though, I am your host, as always, here to bring you the interview in the next few minutes, Circuit Main. I am also going to be joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended, who will be joining me for a said interview.
No, I'm here and I'll be there at the interview. But for right now, Circuit, for your joke on the episode title.
Ow! Alright, we're also joined by, we're going to be joined by Coldust as well, who will also be helping out with the interview. Tolakoi will be there as chat moderator in order to grab your questions, because we will keep an eye on chat, and if you have any questions with that, he'll be there to voice them out and let us know. But along with that, we also will have Tech Stallion a little bit later, and also Deathlight Productions, who is with us right now. Want to give a quick hi, Deathlight?
Yes, I'm alive.
Awesome. Alright, and yes, for the Brony Show, we're here to bring you all of the fun and news and information of the Brony community. However, as I mentioned, we're going to be starting right off the bat with an interview. So, let's go ahead and get started with the interview pretty much immediately, because we wanted to make sure we have plenty of time for this. And here we go. Now dialing. Now we have voices and people's faces starting to pop in here. So, okay, I believe he should be here now. Mibevan, are you there?
Am I free? Did they let me out? If
No.
anybody's out there, they've been keeping me in a green room for the last 4 days. Somebody please send help.
Wait. Suki, we had him in the green room. We were supposed to have him in the purple room, man. The purple room.
The purple room's under renovation. You know that.
Well,
It was
You meant
green.
the orange room. There's
used
citrus
all
everywhere.
They used all the walls as green screens. They sent me to different places. I don't even want to get started about the memories I have when they sent me to the North Pole.
Oh, come on. Come on. Didn't you want to see Santa?
No, I did not.
wait a minute. Did we do Santa or Santatron? Because the Santatron, I think that scars people for life.
I think it was Santatron because, all I saw was metal, green, more green.
Wait,
And Tim
Santa's
Allen.
not at the South Pole?
Tim Allen?
England.
Why was Tim Allen was there? Huh.
Tim Allen was there.
Oh boy.
Was that Santatron?
What was it? Was it drunk disorderly Tim Allen, or was it more power Tim Allen?
Yes.
Oh God, drunk disorderly more power Tim Allen.
Definitely.
I didn't even think those mixed again.
I know, they do.
Oh.
You don't want to see it.
Well, Tell you what, we'll excuse the green room, and we also have a small bag of peanut M&Ms if you'd be willing to conduct an interview with us for a short amount of time.
I'll take it.
Okay, so everybody, not questioning why we suddenly have camera and, well, no, we don't have a camera that exploded, but we do have audio equipment. Not questioning why that is suddenly set up and functioning. We have Mibevan of Mystery Brony Theater 4000, as well as Ants, which I believe is a podcast on the culture of different ant biomes.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a lot of ants are nerdy. Another nerdy talk show.
Ants, I get it now.
Yeah, that's why we call it that. It's another nerdy talk show.
It's almost like they're supposed to be clever.
I know, right?
Uh,
Because when you go on there, you just hear like 4 to 5 unclever people just talking about random stuff. You know what I'm saying?
oh, so pretty much our show every single week, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So people know exactly who we are.
Wait,
Yeah,
oh!
Happening in this week. It's not just me.
I've been hurt. All right, well.
You guys' actual credit, I'm actually really impressed you guys are doing this after 9 years, which I gotta give you guys a round of applause for, because just what you're doing, you know.
Oh, it's very simple if you get enough liquor. In fact, right now I have a nice bottle of Irish cream liqueur that I absconded from our local liquor store because I didn't know how this interview would go.
That would explain why my liquor store didn't have any Irish cream.
Oh, no, it's just because this Irish cream is horrible. I found this for $3 under the sink.
Oh,
God dang it! I just realized that. Yeah, Circuit. I've been dealing with you for 9 years. Holy crap!
Wait, were you here since the beginning?
I was here like episode 9 or 10, dude.
Really? Oh, wow. Dang it, Suki, we gotta celebrate your birthamus. What?
Woo!
Wow, this ice cream, it really hits you hard, doesn't it? All right.
See, this is why I don't get invited to a lot of interviews, because I often put pressure on everybody else and making them remember things that they were trying to forget. You know what I'm saying?
Is that why somebody shoved you in the green room?
Daddy, no.
It was a good reenactment of me being shoved into the green room. Thank you very much for that.
All right.
Who did you call daddy?
Tim Allen.
Hang on,
Oh!
Who didn't I call Daddy?
Oh, dear world. We're already off the tracks, but, I'm just going to go ahead and let this train basically
Wait, one
fall
more
off the
because
cliff here.
one more because Deathlight just put it in my head. Oh, Daddy.
Right. Let's oh god. We're already I don't know where we're going with this anymore, but let me
I don't either.
let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with some quick introductions for everybody here. Of course, I've already introduced Mibevan. Mibevan, this is the one with the conductor hat is Coldust, the head and aficionado of our pre-show, which is basically devolved into random jackboxes with the On and Off Among Us or Drawing Stream.
I was just about to say, that title sounded a little bit too important until you actually define what my show has become. Thank you.
Hey, you warm us all up for the actual main show, so I welcome that because it means I could spend an hour being completely insane before I tried to be serious and completely fail.
I can agree on that.
Yes. And, of course, we are joined by Suki, who is not only apparently the longest panelist I've ever had and a great friend, which I've never met in actually physically and really want to sometime, in platonic ways. But, of course, he is also the head of the Otaku Ascended. And... Yep, and these two are going to be helping drill up horrible memories and diving deep into all of the information that we can get from you about Mystery Brony Theater, Ants, Shaded Slide Studios, and of course the upcoming project that has been teased for several months now. And
yes.
And we're also joined by we'll just call it the random blue bot of Toa. He is just basically our chat room bot who is going to let us know if there are any chat room questions that need our attention, so he can shout them out and we can get a response.
Sweet.
Also, I may be going back and forth because of home situations, but I will try my best.
So I just got a question for you. You were on the show on my show last night. What is your profile picture supposed to be? Because I'm thinking it's the Internet Explorer.
Believe it or not, you are not the only one that goes. Okay, is that
Internet Explorer.
People do not see a robot whenever they look at my thing, even though I've been theming it for years.
Internet Explorer, that's a new one. Thank you, Mibevan. You have officially given us another thing to run with. I say we could consider this interview perfect.
Sweet.
Yes. But I think in Toa's own words, it's basically a robot, and I can't remember if I think he kind of based it off a mixture of Bionicle and
Oh, yeah.
Tsunami.
like what?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like we were talking about that. You were on my stream last night. And you mentioned Tom, and I'm like, was it Tom from Toonami or Tom Servo? I couldn't tell.
Well, that's why I did Tom, parentheses, not Servo, parentheses.
It's funny. So you're a Bionicle fan. I actually have 2 completed Bionicles on my shelf behind me.
That is cool. I have that shelf and that whole shelf behind me.
Wow, I'm actually beat out on that one.
Trust and believe me, most of these I got when they originally came out.
Probably got an immunity to being hurt by stepping on Legos.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Wow.
So, Mitty, I'm getting the sense that you like toys. Can you tell us how you first got involved with My Little Pony? Did it go all the way back to the toys themselves, or did you just randomly come upon this show? Tell us, please.
Oh, it's a very, very enthralling story. Honestly, it is a pretty, but no, in honesty, it's actually a pretty deep story.
Well.
So, it all began when I was in college. I was a film student. Now you know why I work at Disney World. And, so, I was in college, and I used to go on Gmod a lot, because I was kind of a gamer back then but then I went Mac, never went back, you know what I'm saying? So the thing that got me on there was I was on Gmod and people were talking about ponies and everything there, and I'm like, okay, what is this? What? And when I saw clips of it, I saw the animation. I'm like, okay, you guys ever seen that show with the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yep.
I thought someone made a series of the My Little parody on that show.
Really? That was definitely spoofing MLP G3,
Yeah.
but it's kind of funny how often the ponies were referenced as a joke and then it became a real thing.
I can't. I have no hands.
Oh my god, I remember that.
What
Classic.
from our non-panelist Textalion, what do you think of the MST3K release on Netflix versus the original series?
Regarding that, there's a Brony out there named Hunter Reviews who basically said it best. It's hard to choose for me. I think the entire series is great because it all has just one concept, and that's just to be funny. But I do like the new one with some of the more recognizable, like, modern day humor, and good host, good, well done cinematography. I haven't seen all of the Gauntlet, but like I love that Macamee review. I think it's pretty nice. And heck, I even got a Felicia Day's autograph on my wall right now. Got to meet her in person, just telling her how well she did as King of Forrester.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
He was a good host too.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, because, sorry, I'm a fellow MST fan here, so...
Sweet, man.
Yeah, because pretty much to me, it's kind of like also thinking about, like, back to the original, like, because, you know, there were a lot of people that didn't like when Joel left and it was Mike that took over and things like that, because it was definitely a different thing. And the fact that, I do appreciate the fact that when they brought MST back, they basically said, all right, we're going to basically homage the original, but we're going to try and, you know, stand on our own, and they did that.
Yeah, I mean, like, they do reference the old hosts and everything there, but you know, it's just it's good stuff really. Like I said, the whole point of the series was just to be funny, and that's what they did.
Well, also, I like it in the original. Whenever we first got Mike, we tried the prop thing that Joel did, but we thought that's not going to work. We have to go and do something else. It kind of went, hey, we know it's a change, but this is why we can't do the old way, because this new one isn't meshed with that.
So quick question. How long have you been watching MST3K?
Actually, I saw clips of it throughout my years, but like I didn't know where it was from exactly. I actually got more into it when I was right at the end of college, like right when I first began the series, because when we began Mystery Brony Theater, we were originally just called Popcorn Ponies. I actually recently found the old poster for that I can't remember where I put it though. And then I thought, hey, we should just do a different format, and then Mystery Brony Theater kind of got that same concept. But yeah, I watched more Mystery Science Theater at that time all the way through, and I loved what I found. Really did. It was like finding it. It was like finding a treasure in a cave. It really was.
So I've got a copy of the movie around here somewhere.
Yeah.
So one big question that I've actually been bugged about for years as I've been watching Mystery Brony Theater for 4000, and just since I have you enraptured in our green room, the scythe for a tail.
Oh boy, here it comes. Oh my god, if I had a nickel for every single time this question was answered. Okay, so...
Okay, I figured it's probably been asked a lot, but, you know...
Going back through the story there, when I got into My Little Pony, I was in a rough spot. I basically got into the show through there. But, like, when I left college, my hair was long because I was in ROTC in high school, and I had to cut my hair for it. And it was crazy because I wanted to grow it. So when I was in college, I'm just like, screw the haircut. I'm just going to let it grow all the way down my back, and it did. I eventually was able to get a ponytail, or as my dad liked to call it, a brony tail. Or as he likes to call, I'm sorry, better yet, he used to call it my little brony tail. But basically, that's charming. When I came to working at, like I said, I mentioned before, I work at the Disney parks. I had to cut my hair to go into the Disney look, and what I did was I donated my brony tail to charity for, you know, you can donate hair for kids with like cancer, for wigs, that usual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the scythe tail is kind of a representation of that, believe it or not. I mean, aside my whole OC being literally a ponified version of my logo, it's really just that. I just liked the concept, honestly, with that story.
And honestly, looking at all the other fan creations, the scythe tail is not that extreme.
Why? Because I don't use it often, or like because of just
no, because some people have pony characters that have like hands on the end of their tail.
Oh my god.
Nobody else wants to take the risk of that scythe coming between the legs. Ow.
No.
In fact, one of my favorite questions is people ask is like, so Evan, how does your OC sit down in the theater? I just look back and I just go like, very carefully, if you know what. That's the usual stuff. It's a common question. It really is. Like I did an AMA, and that was like the #1 question being asked, and I had to like write it down. But I don't mind telling it over and over. Really don't.
So is your seat basically like one of those knife holders there that you see in kitchens, where it's like a wooden block and you just slide in?
Well, in actuality.
Sorry.
Oh my god. In actuality, there is another thing there that he has a brown tail that matches his mane. It's like wrapped up in like a similar like fashion, like that the black is like wrapped or something like that. I know it's confusing, but you see what I'm trying to say here is no, it is not.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I've got an idea for a question that kind of brings us back to Brony Theater 4000 on this.
Sure.
So as far as when you're putting together the episodes, like, do you guys just sit down and like watch the thing together and like kind of brainstorm ideas that way? Do you ever just improv stuff just on the fly and put that in things like that? Because I'm just kind of asking that because what I did do in the Brony fandom for a while was I actually did commentary videos on episodes back like way early on. Oh my god, like. Me and my friend were doing them back in season 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. That's how I actually found Suki.
We actually did something similar ourselves. So all of those videos are now basically under YouTube.
Majorities are gone.
YouTube acts. What can you do?
Yeah. But
I'm still doing it now. I mean, I see you react to Brony videos every week, and you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to get that out there because when I did it, we literally just sat. It was just me and my friend. We literally just sat down and we just went. We didn't have a plan. We just improvised everything. So that's kind of how we do all our stuff. But yeah, we improv everything. So what about you guys? What's your process?
We have a lot of processes that go in there. Like in the beginning, like when we began the series, it was just us sitting there reacting to stuff. Like the goal was to create a good reaction series, and all the other stuff usually didn't have anything that would kind of show a visualization of reactions, which is why we have the people sitting in the chairs down on the bottom of the screen. But like we usually just do improv stuff. Recently, for season 4 and well, actually, this began when we did, I believe, the first part of Whirl. We did a new process where we went through the episode twice, and
Cole?
What? Yes?
Is your heart stopping or something?
Yeah, do I need to put?
No. What happened?
We were hearing the loud beep like somebody was just flatlined.
There was an Amber Alert. Go find that kid.
Oh, is that what that was?
Dear God.
Oh my God.
I think what just happened was my computer fans just roared and my microphone was a little bit too distant from it. So for some reason it was just like, oh hey, there's his voice.
Why is your computer fan speaking dubstep?
Simple, because I'm bad with computers.
Okay. anyway, as you were.
So we were
What is
No, wait, tell,
Wait,
no,
tell-
I don't think we were still on the last question.
Yeah, so
with the whole thing that was going on with that, we usually did improv, but like during Whirl and some of the stuff, we started throwing insert jokes for some of our blank spots. We experimented a lot. Like the first two episodes 2 and 3 of season 5 were actually all scripted stuff, and the reaction was so we kind of went back to the old formula of like mixing it in with both. So yeah, we just go through it once, just react to what we see, and then we just fill in what we can. Yeah, Jablonski comes up with a lot of the jokes with us. We go through the whole thing. He's a good writer. I love writing with him and Cruiser and Zach and everybody else.
that's definitely interesting.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Toa.
Yeah, from the chat we have Indoor Shu, who asking you specifically, Evan, what's your favorite part of working on Mystery Brony Theater 4000?
It's the part that doesn't make me go crazy when Premiere doesn't crash on me. Honestly, what isn't to like? For me with my work with videos, not just Mystery Brony Theater, with a lot of stuff I've done. I'm an experimental kind of guy when it comes to editing, and with Mystery Brony Theater, I felt like it was able to help me experiment more with animation, with that kind of stuff there. So I like just editing anything in general. Honestly, just like when I put down the sounds, I like hearing those jokes and just laughing to it. I like editing our silhouettes in the theater. I like animating on After Effects. That's right. I take the Aqua Teen Hunger Force approach to the series. You're going to be hearing that show's name a lot throughout this interview, I assure you. Anyway,
I imagine simply because that is, I won't say a cheap show, but a very easily done show if you know how to do it.
Yeah, it's very cheap. I like to classify my animation as poor manimation. In a way, because it's not really too professional. But yeah, that's the best part, really. It's just like experimenting with everything, honestly.
And from the chat again, DM21 said, how did you meet everyone from the theater? College or elsewhere?
Oh my gosh, everyone. Okay, we're gonna go back there. With Cameron, Zach, Higgins, and Daven from the original first, second, and third season, I met them in a Skype chat. I went to the Equestria Girls movie premiere in downtown Disney at the time. Now Disney Springs, which was a good time. I made like a lot of friends there. I often refer to that as the meetup that saved my life. But like I was a guy out of college. I didn't have any friends or anything there, and then I went to that and left with like 50 friends. It was crazy. But yeah, we met on a chat as well as Chloe, and on Skype we just kind of watched it from there, and it kind of went through that. Cruiser, I met him on we met in person we were on staff for a convention, Grand Brony Gala, and we hung out, we spoke more, and then just everything clicked, honestly. And now we're making videos together, and he's also vice of Shaded Sight Studios. Aside from Alyssa, who plays Miss Biz, she auditioned and we met. She's a good actress, really good singer. She does a lot of Vocaloid and. Am I missing anybody? I can't remember. I think no, I can't think of anybody else. If I did, I apologize. If I forgot.
That's always the option. They'll see this and be like, "Hey."
How could you forget me? Come on, Evan.
I was your best friend's next door roommate.
I was your father's son's grandfather-in-law.
Fathers. I'm actually trying to connect the dots there. What the hell?
Well, what does that make us? Absolutely
He's
nothing.
my father's son's grandfather-in-law.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sure. Sure.
Draw out a family tree.
All right. Anyway, I actually just realized we didn't ask this basic question. You mentioned you work at Disney World. What do you do there? Just Imagineer? Any specific area?
No, my father's an Imagineer, but I am an attractions operator, believe it or not. I work in Tomorrowland. I like doing what I do, making people happy. I work a lot of the attractions, Astro Orbiter, People Mover, Buzz Lightyear, and my favorite ride, the Carousel of Progress.
Does it get very far? Sorry, sorry, I could. Sorry, the question just popped into my head and I couldn't stop it.
That's all
There's
right.
always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Yeah.
I can imagine that song gets tiring.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it doesn't. It honestly doesn't for me. Like I've been working there for almost 7 years now, and like it still hasn't gotten on my nerves. Honestly, I love the song.
Well,
Oh, that's awesome.
good. We don't need a small well.
No.
That song doesn't even annoy me either. I'm just like, maybe it's just because I've been there so long, I've kind of embraced the Disney spirit. But you know, it's with some hard days, it's still a privilege to work there. It's a good job, it really is a privilege. I mean, my mom and my dad work there, my stepmom worked there. Like I have Disney in my blood.
Yeah, you can't argue that. It's at least you don't have call center tech support in your blood. I kind of the horror. Quickly, somebody ask a question. I think I went somewhere.
Okay, Circuit. Apparently, I have insurance in my blood. Screw you.
Okay.
Throw that my way.
All right.
So just to pull it back to to the interviews that used to be done here back in 2011. The classic question: cupcakes or muffins?
You're really gonna bring politics into this, right?
Yep.
If there was anything I would have to choose, please excuse me for the pause. I'm trying to think of the most scientific answer I could think of.
Are you kidding? This is every single second of this is glorious. This is all
Feel free to
glorious.
talk it through. Talk out your answer.
Multiply the division factor by the square root of a piece of pie. I'm gonna have to go with which is the one you bake in the oven?
Both.
Yes.
Exactly.
Uh,
I think I lost it when I divided by 0.
all right.
But if you want an exact answer, it's whichever one won't kill me slower.
Actually, everybody is pretty understanding of either answer, and in fact, it's kind of funny some of the responses we have gotten in the past.
Not really. Give me a list.
Okay, we had one where it just said cupcakes, one that said muffins, one that said they're both the same, just frosting on the top. The other said strudel.
I've also heard chimichurri.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, do you ever put frosting on a muffin? I have not.
I haven't, but I've gone to plenty of stores that have, and I honestly don't wonder when we cross the line.
What's the thing like when you get like a muffin that has that glaze over the top? I mean, like I love me a good chocolate chip muffin at the local Wawa, which is a store name down here.
No, I know. Well, I've always wanted to actually check out the Wawa. I always hear about the Wawa, but there's none on the West Coast, so I can.
No, out here on the East Coast, it's weird because Wawa, it's in Florida, and then apparently it's just north of me. It's
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
7-Eleven. It's everywhere around me except my state.
Yeah, you should see. I was raised in Philadelphia, so like I know what it's like there. I know what it's like eating at that John, getting some water ice,
I think
watching the Sixers at the link. Love that John.
I think the closest we have around here is like maybe a Maverick. I don't know if that's actually in the East
The
Coast.
heck is a Maverick?
Yes, I have a Wawa. The Maverick is a gas station convenience store thing. No, yeah.
The strangest thing I have, but it's more of a local
Yeah.
thing, is Spangles. It's
Spangles?
yes, it is actually a 50 style restaurant that is actually pretty good. Also, they can sell alcohol there.
Oh no! Our
What?
chat room has just brought up a horrible question from our past that we must dust off now too. Now that Cold Dust
Yeah,
is
I like
open.
Okay, I
Okay.
like cringe.
Okay. So if you had a choice between the two, would you pick the party cannon or the base cannon?
Is that me?
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't know which one's which, or
No, you were. Was that a question towards me, or was
yeah,
it
that
you?
was the question towards you. Yeah. Well, I
Okay,
guess a
yeah.
little bit of both.
Yeah,
That-
Okay, if you want my real answer here for this one, the answer would be party cannon. I'm not gonna tell you why because I'm pretty sure this is a PG show. So there you go.
What
What?
technically
Oh shit.
Actually, we're PG-13 with unrated streams, so yeah, go nuts.
And I'm usually the one who uses our fuck for the quota. Oh well, there we go.
Oh, ah, damn it!
Sun at the beach.
No, no, but seriously, we push an envelope. We don't. There are lines. Obviously, we shouldn't cross, and we're not going to cross. Hence, the Twitch gods will come and destroy us. But there's, yeah. Not being monetized has its been.
What the hell's an envelope? I mean, like no one uses the mail name.
Speaking
they-
of envelopes, what is your favorite background pony?
My favorite background pony. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so much to choose from. So much to choose from. I like that one with the thing and the other thing. They have the hair. Oh, who am I kidding? It's definitely Derpy.
My man.
Ah.
Cole is our resident artist and dub worshiper.
All right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna actually try to put our terrain onto some sort of a track here. So one of the big reasons that we brought you on here by complete and unbelievable happenstance with me commenting on your videos and eventually a little back and forth going on. Now the big advertisement or teaser that we got a few months ago was Whirl's Incarnation.
Oh boy, yes.
Yes, this is apparently the big thing that's going to be happening. That is basically going to finish the story of Whirl. But for people who have no idea what I'm talking about, can you give us a brief idea of what the actual storyline that's going on in Mystery Brony Theater is all about?
Okay. I can't. Wait, you've never heard our theme song? Come on. Anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm kidding. Okay.
No. I hear what you're saying there. It's like, if you don't know the story of Mystery Brony Theater, essentially the story is me, Zach, and I think some other guys were sent to the Pony World after making a very dumb deal with the studio. Definitely not a cover-up name for Hasbro Studios. It was originally Hasbro, but like we were sent there because we did a deal where we would commentate on older episodes of MLP, where and in return we'd be written in as background characters for one episode, and this was all Jason Root's idea. He came up with the premise. He came up with the show idea. I give him a lot of props because we wouldn't be here where we are today. Just want to shout him out. And anyway, so essentially, the studio is run by the character of Finster, portrayed by myself, with only with my voice just pitched down like a little bit. Should have wore that during this interview. That would have been interestingly awkward. But yeah, we're sitting there. We're watching older episodes of MLP to get a genuine reaction from fans on past generations. It's pretty dumb, but so in terms of Whirl, the story essentially is that for the original part one. You guys saw part one, didn't you? I don't know if you reacted to it or not, but
I believe we did. I don't know if we did part one yet. I think that's actually one that we kind of got in a little bit late on that one, so we don't think we've done it yet. But we did show the prologue of the incarnation.
oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
We are gonna be doing a recap video to kind of kick it off, because there's gonna be a lot that's gonna go into this. When I say a lot, I mean definitely a lot. So essentially, the story is, we're doing our jobs as usual, and Bright Idea, who is a good friend of mine, I'm pretty sure she needs no introduction. If you don't know, she has good videos. She does puns. Very jolly girl. Really is nice. Who she also does ants with us. I know I'm going all over the place. So she was possessed by an this unknown mayor, and the editor chases her out of a bar. She walks towards the theater. Editor gets caught in a flood. We lock him in a broom closet after beating him to death with a broom. It's a long story. Don't ask. He lives. Don't worry. So, fun fact: he still gets on my case about that. He has a good sense of humor though. So essentially, we're in the middle of it's a casual night there. We're playing Pictionary, and we let the editor out of the closet because apparently nobody can recognize a picture of Abraham Lincoln. And so we get an assignment to watch the Pony Puppy. We go through it, and during the screening, the possessed Bright Idea is in the theater. She confronts the editor, who kind of pieced things together that she's possessed, and afterwards she knocks him out, and she makes us watch another movie, which is essentially this live-action stage show in that was in Canada that I actually found when I was in my early days of the Brony fandom. You guys remember Pony Pokey?
Oh no! I think we might have actually seen the very video you're talking about.
I think I actually have an image of a parody of Mystery Fantasy with that. Let me go and find it.
I think I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, the Pony Pokey, and it had the figure, the people in costumes that were only the front legs actually worked. The back legs were just like dangling and swishing around.
That was it. That was
yes.
It. It was not shot on like an iPhone. It was on the side there.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that when I was in college, and I completely forgot it existed. Which, by the way, I'm just gonna clear this out of the way. Yes, we know. Yes, there is another one that aired in Sydney, Australia, if I'm not mistaken. That was in a mall. Do you care? Because we sure as hell don't. Anyway, so yeah, we watched that, and apparently, it's revealed that the thing we saw was a movie, one of 8, that were called The Forbidden 9. It's a long story. Basically, we watched Newborn Cuties Part 1 at the end of Season 0, and it killed Davin, which added it to the Forbidden 9 thing. Anyway, so the person that possessed Bright Idea is revealed to be a girl named Whirl, nickname. And she said she was sent to the Pony World by herself, and she was tortured to death by the studio by making her watch all these movies over and over until she was nothing but a mindless zombie. So, and she was afraid that the studio was going to be doing the same thing to us. Luckily, she got away, and she came back to warn us that this was all happening. So she told us to get their teleportation technology to try and get home. I'll be getting to that later. Finster is telling the real story with basically similar details, but kind of vague answers in a way. So yeah, that happens, and apparently the Forbidden 9 films, which were originally locked in the attic, are gone. Now, moving down like a year and a half later, we try to get the teletech from him, like the information of how they sent us here, and by they I mean Zach and Cruiser. I get left out. You have to see what I mean. Just look up teleport.mp4 and you'll get it.
Right.
If you want to see me in absolute agony. But yeah, they get that and pretty easily. Actually, all they do is just ask him. But yeah, essentially that's what happens. So throughout this season, one of the concept concept that came up with us with Jason Roos is that we end every single episode with like a mini movie that's kind of like telling a full story. And in this case, they were snippets of the recent teaser trailer for World's Incarnation, which is currently in the works. Finn the Pony meets the mayor at the end of the last one. But yeah, it's a good trailer. I'd definitely take a look into that. Also, I should probably point out at the end of every single episode this season, there has been a secret message that's been displayed. And first of all, I am actually surprised none of you have been able to translate.
I admit I'm not good with cryptographic puzzles.
Oh, cool. What's it? Oh, cool. Cole, what's your excuse?
He normally doesn't full on watch it because he wakes in the morning.
Cole is hiding. That's his excuse.
I'm totally not doing something secretly, never. Anyways, hi, how's it going? What's
I'm good. How are you doing? Why you trap me in the green room with that?
Now it's great. Now we got Tim Allen statue. I don't know. So
I could get would be bionicle.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been called out. You're able to understand Matoran. If you actually do want to translate it, if you look through all the episodes, you'll see them hidden somewhere in the background. I actually had to edit scenes to hide them somewhere. Like there's this one scene in Return to Tamlin where they're all in the dungeon, and in the background you can see cave drawings that I drew there. As a matter of fact, I'm actually looking at your chat right now. Sorry if I'm stealing your job. Someone was able to acknowledge that it was kind of like Gravity Falls, which was exactly what our producer Jason Ruth was going for.
Oh.
Which is how we got it all put together.
Hey, it's cool that you are trying stuff like that. Engagement's always nice.
Also,
a quick question. So, like, I know that like you do a lot of stuff with watching the older gens and stuff. Is there any like what's been your favorite early gen little treasure that you found? What's your favorite bit from the early gens? What you got?
My favorite bit from Mystery Brony Theater, or from the original show, or from the shows we watched?
From the shows you watch, just like, you know.
Also, you can do favorite bit of your show as well.
That works too. Both. Go for both.
God, what bit don't I like from that? But like, honestly, with the older gens, I rag on it a lot. But like, Gen 2 had some good songs from it. If by all means, if you want to ask which one was our favorite one, it was obviously Midnight Castle. Like, everything was lovable in Return to Rescue or Return. I don't. But basically, I'm a.
What?
Okay. So you've watched some of it's not actually Gen 2, but you know, My Little Pony Tales. You've watched some of that, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you see the episode with the freaking ghost?
The ghost.
The ghost story episode. You know, the one where they're having the sleepover, the ice cream sundae, and all that jazz.
No, I have not. I have no idea what you're talking about, actually.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh.
While you're on that subject, I'm sorry if I'm shifting this focus a lot.
No, shift away.
No, by all means.
The character of Melody was voiced by Kelly Sheridan, who you guys know as the voice of
Starlight?
Thank you. Anyway, in 2016, me and her were guesting at the same convention. So I was also running their photo booth. Me and her are in the same room, and she's sitting there waiting for a customer to come because we were in the back, so no one could find us. And all in my head is like, don't ask her about Tails, don't ask her about Tails, don't ask her about Tails. So we have this conversation, and I ask her like, what was the story of My Little Pony Tales? All in my head is like, you know, like. And she the only thing I really got from it was she recorded it when she was 13, which was really interesting to me, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, hell, I mean, the guy who voices Ace grew up to voice Light Yagami, so you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I love that bit of trivia, and I might have to run with that somehow.
Oh yeah, definitely we are. When someone brought that up, I'm like, oh, this changes everything.
To this day, I still laugh at the fact that Inuyasha and Tails has the same voice actor.
Oh.
Because I'm like, I'm a badass half demon. I like to use this basket.
Which is interesting because like some of the music from Gen 2 was actually not too bad. I mean, like I like that song "Sweet Music" from Battle of the Bands, which was really good. I often find myself like singing it once in a while.
Oh no,
Battle of the Bands wasn't a bad episode, TBH.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite jokes in there is me singing in the opening thing about how Jack Black forgot to pay the rent again. You know what I'm saying? Name one movie where that doesn't involve a plot of Jack Black not forgetting or not paying the rent. Just
Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The house with the clock in its walls. He didn't have to pay rent there. He was actually the mentor, and that's scary. Jack Black is a mentor.
Did anybody even watch that movie?
Oh
I
yeah.
did it.
No, he paid. No. So you don't get it. He paid rent with his soul.
Oh.
By the
Oh, yeah.
way, people should really watch that. It actually mentioned the devil, and I'm like, this is a kid's movie.
Yeah. Also, the guy who played Teddy in My Little Ponytails was Tony Sampson, who you may recognize as the voice of Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Oh no! Oh crap! He's the that. No, that's even more hilarious because we were able to interview the other two Eds like several years ago.
Oh no, kidding!
Yeah.
Tony is now Tony Sampson. He's now a father. He kind of cut himself away from voice acting just to be with his family. He does music now. I think he does like dubstep or electro house. I can't really remember offhand, but he does music. He has some good stuff.
Wow! And everything just came full circle right there. We just got the full circle.
Oh yeah, he's on Facebook. He's a nice dude.
Oh no, it's even more funny because I actually I managed to somehow procure one of the still images from the original Ponytails of Teddy. I got it framed and everything, so just all of that just kind of.
Was it a cell?
It's an actual cell, yes.
Yeah, I got a couple of those myself. I was at BronyCon and they had this whole.
Yeah, I ran into you. I was the dude that was talking about Hall.
Oh yeah, that was you. Yeah, I remember you. In the lobby, I met you that one time. You were telling me about the reaction you did, and that's what actually I actually saw it before I saw you. So yeah, I knew you guys existed before I saw him, Mr. Guy.
Yeah, I try my best at it work. I try.
You were great.
Yeah. Don't worry that you don't remember the time you met me because it never happened.
Yeah.
No.
The funny thing is, the funny thing.
Like that's the thing with me. Like I have Asperger's syndrome, so I kind of have a hard time recognizing identity. But like, I'm not using that as an excuse. That's just me not paying attention.
Preaching to the choir, my man. Preaching to the choir here.
No, it's okay. I'm horrible with between faces and names, and I don't even have anything that I can identify to cause that outside of just being randomly weird. That's just me, though. But,
Hi, Evan. Who are you again? I'm the green one.
I'm the head of the show. I do this thing every week. You do? Yeah. I sometimes wonder if I do too. I don't know anymore. I think I just wake up and 2 hours are gone, and for some reason,
we got a question from Deathlight Productions.
Ow.
One of our old panelists. Speaking of voice acting, what other projects have you worked on? And he says, "Hi, I'm the dead one."
Hi, dead one. I've done a lot. Like, one of the things that kind of got me into there was I was originally in the creepypasta fandom, and I did a live-action adaptation of Snow on Mount Silver, which not only brought that creepypasta into the limelight, it also gave me like kind of a celebrity status for like 6 months, and you know I came and went. I also did another project in the Brony fandom, which I don't want to mention and pretend never happened. But aside from that, came Mystery Bar Theater, and I'm not really into. I'm not really doing any other series. I mean, I edit Concert Cruiser's Hoof Rock, which is a real privilege, like working on that. As well as doing stuff for one of my other producers on Shade Side Studios, Bruce Carr, No Ordinary Balloon Man, who's a guy who makes balloon creations. I'm guaranteeing you've probably seen at least one of them somewhere on Equestria Daily.
Oh no, I know exactly who you're talking about, and I've seen plenty of them. They're so freaking awesome.
I'm just gonna say up front, he is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet in your life. He like is really dedicated to his work. Like I've traveled with him. He's a good dude. But other stuff I've worked on is just kind of more personal stuff. Like I'm thinking about ideas for a new series following Mystery Runner Theater, but like I experiment with a lot. Like I made an Earthbound JoJo kind of crossover with Stardust Crusaders, and recent Animal Crossing animation, and I'm experimenting all the time. Like, I really am with stuff. In terms of like voicing, I haven't done a lot of voice acting in a while. Really haven't. Which I have, but haven't.
So I think that actually brings up an interesting question. Are there plans to continue Mr. Brony Theater for a while, or is it kind of starting to get ready to wrap things up?
Well, first of all, when I came up with the idea for Whirl, I knew exactly how everything was going to play out. Like, let's just say right now, presently, I know exactly how Mystery Brony Theater ends. And I think I'm going to just I think I've said this publicly, but I'm going to say that that there will be another season. There is going to be one more season. And because like what we got planned for Whirl is going to be all over the place, and like this is going to be, I apologize, I'm all over the place. My brain's a little big. I'm really excited. But considering what we're doing for this special, it's gonna be a lot I'm throwing in there. Like, when I made the first part of Whirl, it took 8 months to make. This one has been in production since 2018. I had to do a pause because of personal reasons. More information, look at my DeviantArt. But but yeah, this is gonna be a big one, and I will assure you there will be a season 6. I will assure you there will be a season 6. In fact, let me ask you guys a question here. Starting from I'm gonna go to each of you. Just if I were to go to each of you and ask you, what do you think is going to happen in Whirl's incarnation? Like, each of you, starting off with Circuit, Cole, Tokoi, and Satsuki, if you guys do that. Apologize if I pronounced that wrong. I'm just going to go each one. Circuit, give me a brief synopsis of what do you think is going to happen in Whirl's incarnation.
Okay, well, actually, putting on my serious hat on this one, I think it's going to be one of those turnarounds where it's not that you want to avoid the Cursed 9, but you actually want to observe them all, and actually being able to do it opens the gates to go home. So they end up forcing themselves to get through all 9, slowly losing their minds as they go, basically becoming little more than melted brain husks just before they could finally get out, but able to get out and live their lives. Or maybe they'll just stay there forever watching videos until the end of time.
Okay, Cole, what is your thoughts?
Yeah, if you're here, Cole, because he can't do.
I am here, actually. I've been sticking around. I've just been muting, so that way, hopefully, my computer doesn't turn me into a dubstep machine.
I feel like you're taking a hearing test. Anyway, go on. What do you think is going to happen in Whirl's incarnation?
I don't know.
Take a shot in the dark, man. Come on.
Could be anything you think of.
I'm really bad at thinking ahead about things.
Give me the first thing that comes in your mind, man.
Trains.
Like,
I'm sorry,
It's
that's
always
just a me
trains.
thing.
No,
everybody turns into trains.
no, do it, man. Yeah, do it. Go for trains.
Hop aboard the Evan
Goodbye.
Express, man.
No, I've already seen all the Thompson Tank Engine leaking into Derpy Boru. I'm scared. Please, no. Heck. Move on. Help. Panic.
Cruiser, I know you're in the chats, and I'm just saying I'm loving every moment of this. Okay, fine, I'm going to Toa here. I want you to tell me, what do you think is going to happen in Whirl's incarnation?
Well, since everyone but you knows what's going on, it will probably be from your perspective of, okay, guys, what happened? Sorry, I can't say you do stuff. Okay? Well, comes in. Hey, you need to help me destroy these films. Why? Because they're evil? Well, I got nothing better to do. And then finally, the films don't get destroyed, but we find out more of Will's backstory on why and how everything went down.
All right, cool. All right, Suki, give me your prediction. Give me your prediction, please.
Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge.
I'm completely now convinced this guy is hacking my computer right now. So.
No, he just knows exactly what we're all thinking, but don't have the courage to say.
He's just browsing
I
through
actually,
Cruiser's original ideas right there.
I, I actually looked up the Know Your Meme on that just to make sure I didn't misquote that. But here,
Yeah, go on.
yeah. But anyway, from what you said, honestly, I think Circuit kind of was in line with that. I like, I would. The only thing I could add on to that is basically like after you go back through the portal, you kind of pull the MST3K ending where it's just everybody is now just hanging out together, back on Earth, and they just keep doing the same thing, watching bad movies and continue to comment on them.
Those are some good guesses. I'm not gonna say whether or not any of them are right or wrong. I'm just gonna leave you guys hanging on that clip.
So the Thomas the Tank Engine can actually be a thing.
Please, God. No.
All right, God.
Yes, I'm gonna leave you with so much confusion and delay.
You know what? I will accept that, and I think for that response, let's go ahead. Let's let the chat room questions flood in a little bit here. Toa, you've got a few.
Yep. First one. What is your favorite episode of your show that you worked on? I know you probably worked on them all, but give us your favorite.
My favorite of all time. Oh my gosh, there was a lot. I mean, like with Minty Christmas, the fact that we got to work with Vive Reviri before it became Vive Reviri was great. Just that was a good, memorable one for me. Also has one of my favorite Zach jokes with Minty. If you don't remember, like Minty, there's a scene where Minty's trying to fix the star on top of a Christmas tree because she's like OCD. So and she thinks it's crooked. So Zach just comes out of nowhere. What if Minty just looked in the mirror and saw her head was like lopsided and she just snapped her own neck?
Oh yeah. Oh dear.
I remember that.
Yeah, Cruiser came up with some good stuff with the good thinking Megan thing from the Return to I forget what it was called. It was the one with Grogar. Tamblon.
Yeah.
Tamblon.
Yeah.
Where Michael Bell voices Grogar. But if you wanted me to choose anyone, I'm going to go with it's hard to me. It's like asking Stan Lee what his favorite superhero was, where he just says he likes the one that he's working at the time. But if I were to pick anything out there, I would just go with more or less the Baby It's Cold Outside, namely because that was kind of like the start of when we had the moving audience, and which kind of separated us from other ideas. Other reaction series to older generations. We were doing all that, and it was just something different. We had the story introduced. It was great. Like I said, Jason Ruth came up with the ideas. He is amazing. He is really amazing at what he came up with.
Another question. What is your favorite part of the fandom?
The fandom in general, like how united they are, like one big family, is just crazy. Like I said, going back to how I became this, like I was in college, I was a guy who just didn't know where he was going, and if I didn't find, like I was having some issues with my family, it was crazy. I was moving, and everybody was all over the place, and I kind of the show got my mind off it. But when it came to interacting with the people of the fandom, just how nice everybody was, how just inclusive they were, inviting they were, that's the best part I could think about. Just the people that are devoted to like making other people feel comfortable. That's the best part I think of the fandom, honestly. That's why I like going to the conventions and everything. It's really nice.
Yeah, that is also one of my favorite things, aside from hanging out here weekly with my friends, even though I'm annoying.
Your annoying gives us purpose.
Yay.
Is there another one from the chat?
Nope, I'm all caught up.
All right, and in fact,
well because I actually did have one other question that I was wondering about this because I kind of have an answer for it myself.
Cool.
Yeah. Shoot.
So because you mentioned you went film school, I kind of did the same thing. I have a degree in communications. I did like more business production,
Nice.
essentially. But like as far as from that perspective, like when you go into like the creative mindset, is there what would you say are like some of your influences in that regard, as far as like maybe for comedy and things like that, or like what are some of your favorite like what are some of your favorite things from like maybe movies or comedians, things like that? What would you say are your influences in that regard?
Most for my creative site in general, like going back to what I was discussing, Aqua Teen Hunger Force plays a lot towards my editing of being more experimental. I just like how things were like, how the whole thing was like done in Photoshop, how it was edited in After Effects and put in Premiere. Like, for editing in that sense, like it's more of like just the obscure that gets into that influences me. I mean, such as stuff from that show, stuff from different movies. It's just there isn't really no single inspiration, honestly, aside from just small stuff. I mean, when it comes to like comedy, it depends on what you're looking at. Like with riff comedy, with riff tracks or like Mystery Science Theater. I almost said my own show. But because, our comedy has not influenced anyone. They're just saying a lot. But with seeing just what you can come up with like more obscure references, more open stuff out there. Like you see some of the stuff. Like one of my favorite online critics is Brad Jones, the Cinema Snob, and some of his, which when he reviews something, he kind of like puts his own like little riffing spin to it, which kind of got me into some of my ideas of going like more inspired to make like more out there references. Honestly, like example, do any of you guys know who Priscilla Alden is?
I know the name. I don't remember where.
Unfortunately, I'm with Suki on that realm. I know the name, and it's driving me crazy. Why do I know that name?
That name is so unique. Once you hear it, you kind of have to go, okay, it's so weird that I'm like, I know it, but I can't place it.
Yeah. In terms of film, most of my influences come from just what was done back then. Like I'm more of a fan of like more older films rather than modern films. I mean, I like modern films, but older films, just utilizing what you could, really kind of put me into that mood of creating. Like when I made Snow Mount Silver, I just had to use whatever skill set I had, and I was making that during my years at college. So yeah, I hope, I don't know if that was a good answer to the question, but like that's just the best way I can answer it, honestly.
Yeah. I totally get it, because like just the kind of like, as I said, I had an answer for it myself. Like one of my biggest influences for myself, like honestly, comedy wise and creatively, is the movie Clerks. That to me that inspired me so much that when I was in college, like I said, it was more business production. I did do a short film in my senior year. And I mean, I shot it in black and white. Absolutely, I can tell you the script was written very much the way Clerks' dialogue kind of went off, was kind of going in my head when I wrote it and everything. Like it was so plainly shot. I even had, instead of a hockey game, I had them do a ping pong match.
It's crazy. I mean, like when you do that stuff, it's just like, that's one of the things of college. Like writing short films was a lot easier. And that's the thing. I'm still trying to write short films, but because the world is on fire right now, I had to kind of like delay production on this one we had.
Oh no! We've actually decided the world's not on fire this time. No, the world is actually being infested by Celestia's pancake madness, and we must stay inside and keep ourselves clean, or else we're gonna get sticky in all her syrup.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Context is important in that statement.
We all know what I mean by that.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's got a lot of Vermont maple syrup that somehow got the catalog call. What?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That went nowhere. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of thrown off here. All I was thinking with influences is I'm probably the only person in this entire room that even would mention the Marx Brothers.
Oh yeah, like
Oh no, yeah.
Definitely, like the Marx Brothers. I haven't seen a lot of their work, but I went to a theater that was doing Animal Crackers, which kind of got me in like a interest in some of their comedy. My dad is a big Marx Brothers fan.
Oh yeah.
I need to see more of their work, honestly.
Oh no, it's great. It's great. I just love the humor where it's more kind of satire, contextual. That actually made no words. That was not even English. What was that? Just basically a play on words. They actually kind of play on words and also kind of do like the backhanded insult. Just those little things where it was a lot more verbal than physical.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, stuff like Hawkeye from MASH, whose real name escapes me at the moment. He was very much playing a Marx brother in that show.
So, he definitely was.
That type of influence, and it's like, huh.
No, there are definitely some Groucho there. That until the later seasons. But we'll leave that alone. We're not the MASH podcast. That's next week. So I think that kind of wraps it up for questions here. So there are a couple of things here that we want to throw. So first off, something.
First one is Toa.
Well, we always want to throw him, but so yeah, we had a little bit of fun with having the interview with you. So the first thing was we actually made a specialized title card just to show you off when we get this uploaded, as well as going to be pretty much our foreground most of the show here.
Oh my god, I'm getting the 411. That's beautiful.
Yes, you're our information guy. You're getting the 411, but there was also
Circuit, you made the joke. Circuit, you made the joke again.
Ow. Okay. However, we also decided to turnabout's fair play, so we decided to also give you a picture of your time in the green room.
Give it a load.
You got my microphone and everything.
Cole, you are magnificent artist.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you got my good side. I don't have a beard, but
Okay, of course,
Took my
the
beard.
chat room probably wonders what the heck we're talking about here. So let me quickly get in.
Yeah, I forgot to mention they also took my beard, so there you
There were some casualties. Apparently, trying to tie you up in rope wasn't easy, so we had to shave it.
Oh my god. We're old school Disney. No facial hair.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know that I have a mask over my face, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Oh.
I have super glue. Do you want me to put it back?
So long as you're not using the staples again, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know?
Okay, it looks like the picture might have a little addition here in the near future. But yeah, well, we've taken up about an hour of your time, which is pretty much what I expected here. So,
I do want to give you one big warning about World's Incarnation, though.
Okay, shoot.
Considering the concept, real quick, is it's not going to be just on our channel. It's going to be a story, like a pick-your-own-adventure kind of story that's going to span amongst 2 channels.
Ooh.
So, I hope you make a good special that night, because you're going to be there for quite a while.
We have done stuff with this, with like Devil Artemis's Choose Your Own Adventures.
No, that's something else entirely. But I'm still excited for what you got up your sleeve here.
Oh, it's gonna be great! I assure you, it's literally gonna be one of the best things I've ever made. I'm throwing as much as I can in there. Like I was working on wing animations. If only I could get lip sync right. Things. But like I'm convinced if I can make this, like Cruiser's been saying, Evan, how are you gonna do this? I look him straight in the eyes of his text box, saying, I have no idea.
Okay, and now we got one with the beard attached.
Thank you. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everybody keeps reviewing the beard. I gotta make that a bit on the thing. Where's your beard? Oh, sorry. There it was.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
we lost it after I lost it. Don't ask. Okay, actually,
Mr. Potato Head logic is secretly hidden in the back of his head. That's what the hat is there to hide, is the little hatch in the back.
Oh my god, that's just amazing. Who made this now?
called us actually. Yeah.
This
Oh my
is
God.
that Cole is our artist friend who is very much down on himself and is like, my art isn't that good. No, it is. You should, and hug your girlfriend.
Well,
I
What?
don't have a girlfriend. I have
What?
a femme friend, but that's beside the point.
I'm more lost on the whole girlfriend part than anything. I don't think that was ever what.
Yeah, my girlfriend is apparently watching this, so I can't wait to see what she's gonna.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now we gotta ask the big question. No, I'm kidding. No.
Ask the big question. I want to hear what you guys got on your mind.
Okay, so is there going to be a possibility that maybe Mr. Brony Theater will do maybe a Rift Track thing and actually do their own Rift audio that can be played coinciding a show or a video?
Like if I were to watch like a video online, like say like anything made by content creators such as, I don't know, the Brony Show, I just do my own audio commentary over an entire thing.
Well, kind of, or it's just an audio track that you play along with it, like maybe if you I keep saying like, don't I? Like. Well, how about something complete like, oh dear world, the Italian why do I keep saying like? Essentially, taking something that might be outside of the normal Mr. Brony theater thing, such as the Italian magical pony thing that was supposed to be the next big thing and kind of sputtered out after 13 episodes. And
Are you referring to Philly Fantasia?
thank you. Yes, Philly Fantasia.
It's German, but like I think it was German actually, but
I don't know. That bounced all around Europe. Who knows what?
I don't know. I would love to do it if it ever came out. So yeah, like when we saw that, I was like, yes, I need to find out when this is coming out one day.
Apparently there was translations.
But we're talking actual dubbing to it, which, that does not exist. I had to download the whole thing with English subtitles, which...
I don't know, I could dub the whole thing.
Actually, that would be funny as hell, and I kind of want to go...
Honestly, that could be another thing. Just make it the dub/abridged version of it.
Alright.
Who needs riffs? I can just dub the entire thing. I just give one pony like an interchangeable American name.
You know,
Hey, Steve,
I'm loving this idea. This is actually hilarious.
That reminds me of my missed opportunity back in the Tumblr days. Because we accidentally created a great character in a video. We created Celestia's twin brother, Tim.
Is that a Monty Python reference, I must ask?
No, honestly, because like I said, we improv everything in our videos, and we did this series of videos where we said it was Hasbro sent us like advanced copies of like episodes of upcoming seasons, and it was actually just us with the pony toys, just holding them on screen and just making shit up. And at one point, we did this thing where Celestia was talking to Twilight, and then all of a sudden another Celestia comes in the screen. Twilight freaks out, and Celestia looks and goes, or Celestia looks at the other one and goes, "Who are you? I'm your twin brother, Tim." It was my line. It was the first thing that came to mind.
But to answer that, the main question here is, maybe one day, there are ideas I've had maybe someday in the future, like doing other movies, other cartoon shows, just doing what I can do on my spare time. The skies are clear, honestly. But what we got going on right now is just crazy. I mean, I like doing what we do as of now, and I like just seeing how people have gotten a good response to it. Really have.
Oh no, and I'm sure the response has been amazing so far. It's
definitely half of it has been negative.
Really? Actually? Are you serious? Because
I'm just kidding. I'm actually. The question here is, I'm surprised somebody finds us funny. So Not to say I don't work with a lot of creative people. Cruiser has some good stuff. Zach always has some good zingers. Jablonski is a good writer. Jason came up with the concept. Alyssa as Miss Biz is just incredible. I've met a lot of people along the way up to this point, and it's amazing thing what I can come up with. I mean, I'm convinced if I can do what I want to do here in World's Incarnation, I'm going to be able to animate everything. And my goal is to try and see what I can shift to next for the next season, just to get people more lured into another thing. Is that off the rails? I apologize.
No, this is the Brony Show. If we're not off the rails, we're not being the. If we're not off the rails, we're not being the Brony Show. It really is pretty much just like that.
I don't know. According to Cole, he was just saying we were on a train, so there you go.
Cole, we're on. It's the Back to the Future train, except we got up enough to get in the air, and then it just kind of rocketed off, and now we're not sure where we're going anymore, but we're still on a train, and we're going somewhere. Probably upside down, maybe corkscrewing a little bit.
May the record show that trains are really hard to keep on the tracks.
Yes, it is.
I know, I saw the Polar Express.
I mean, don't we? That's why they don't put pennies on the tracks anymore. They just go flying through the air the moment they run over a penny.
I went to a train museum one time and actually found one of those on a train track one time. I still have it. It's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Everything was crazy and topsy-turvy. The only difference is you lost and gained people on the way.
Alright, so, outside of the latest revelation of the girlfriend, I don't think we'll. Well, maybe somebody wants to follow on that. Anybody? Any takers? Do we want to leave well enough alone? No, okay. No, Yeah, I think we're good there. So, I think we should probably wrap this up here. So,
That's fine.
yeah. Okay. So, real fast. Is there anything out that you want to shout out there, Mibevan? The floor is absolutely yours. Your soapbox is here. Anything and everything you could shout out, even if it's completely irrelevant.
Blargin for dibble no hip.
Well, he took advantage of
I
that.
want to thank you guys for watching, first of all.
My mother was a saint.
I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank all those who are involved with Mr. Brony Theater for getting us where we are right now. I wouldn't be anything without you guys. I hope you guys are expecting a lot there. If you want to talk more about it, I do a podcast every Sunday from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time called Another Nerdy Talk Show on Twitch at twitch.com/Shadeside Studios. I got my channel, Mibevan. I got Mystery Brony Theater, Shadeside Studios. You have our website, shadesidestudios.com. I shout out to that. I shout out to my girlfriend, my family. I shout out to air for keeping me alive. I shout out for water for keeping me hydrated. And I give a shout out to the police by saying, please send a rescue squad. I don't want to go back in the green room.
No, it's okay. We'll release you eventually. We just have to make sure that we eliminate all traces of contact and evidence.
Also, we gotta quarantine you for like at least two months? 2 months. I'm pretty sure it's 2 months. That's how long quarantine lasts, right?
Their address is 610-555 Nordstrom Way,
By the
Canada.
way,
That's the same address as on my luggage.
I label all the things wrong in that green room just to be safe.
Right. Anyway, okay, quick shout out to everybody. If you want to check out all of the amazing videos from Mibevan and his team over at Mr. Brony Theater 4000, be sure to go to their website. I mean that quite seriously. Unfortunately, YouTube is not very friendly when it comes to Rift items at times.
Yeah,
So-
I am going to point that out. We are going to be fixing that. We started uploading the BitChute so you wouldn't have to watch on the Facebook thing again. We're going to be working on that.
Ooh, BitChute. Okay, you got my interest. But yeah, for the moment though, all if not most of their videos are up here. So yeah, check it out. It's definitely, you'll spend an entire weekend having fun with this. Believe me.
Don't bring the kids.
Don't bring the kids unless you really want to. We won't stop you. We can't stop
Also,
you.
Cruiser says him. I don't know what he's hemming.
Cruiser, I said a hem to you. Did I forget to mention you? He also does hoof. He does hoof rock.
Okay, yeah. We also saw it over here, Hoof Rock, which is also on the shows and streams on Shaded Side Studios. Be sure to check it out. Check out all of these shows. I believe they're still happening, or else they wouldn't be kind of up here.
Apologies if I missed anything.
Yeah.
You got it there. I made that website from scratch.
Nice. Yeah. We haven't updated ours in 4 years, and I
Just me,
can't.
a pick, and an axe, and a toothpick.
Oh, so you built it in Minecraft. Nice.
Basically.
You probably could with enough redstone.
Building blocks, yay!
All right, we're gonna go ahead and let you go, Mibevan, and jump on to the rest of the Brony show here. Again, thank you so much for your time. This was a lot of fun, and yeah, we went off more than a few rails. And don't worry, we won't charge you for the rope. And you can find the M&Ms just outside the door.
Thought they were Reese's Pieces.
You get the M&Ms and you like it, now get the hell out.
They're actually secretly Skittles.
Tiptoeing out the room, grabbing the M&Ms, and just hoping I don't get jumped from behind.
No, we got somebody else that we got to grab at this point. So we've lost your attention. We don't care about you anymore now that we've had you.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
No problem.